ladies, especially my older gals, we need to talk immediately. Your attitudes are so shitty. Um, do y'all not remember what it was like to be hot and young? Like, does that just fall out of you when you get older, especially if you let yourself go intentionally, or if life makes you choose other people's needs over your own looks and your own health and stuff? Like, it's not. I'm trying not to sound like HGH Collection right now, but there is nothing genuinely more soul corrupting than working retail, especially in the beauty industry, and being forced to experience like the stare of hatred, jealousy, envy, and rage that like middle-aged to old women tend to have for like young fly bitches like me. Because I didn't do shit to you. I didn't do a damn thing to you. And it's not my fault that, they look like this. They just look like this. I literally overheard a woman arguing with her husband about how my fits, about how my tits had to be fake. You are in the store. Y'all are supposed to be shopping for Christmas presents, and this is your topic of conversation. You chose this. It's not, you chose him, so clearly you ain't that good at making choices. But like, goddamn, lady, I don't get it. I genuinely, God, please, I pray right now, Jesus, put your hands on me. Do not let me become one of these old bitter women. Please let me still see women my age and younger and above as I get older and older and older and be like, damn, she looks good as hell. I love her. Like, work. Instead of this is what they hit you with. This is the look. Now, if I wasn't on the clock, I'd say something to you that make you scrunch your face up a little bit differently. Okay? Because, ew, like, take that energy up with your damn reflection. It's not my fault you look like you. Like, my existence should not make you feel bad about yourself, but it does because you let it. All right? I just, I'm obviously I didn't take my time to meditate this morning. I literally jumped out of bed, cut my swag on, got ready for work, and then came down here. I'll never make that mistake again. I gotta start every single morning with like prayer and at least 5 minutes of meditation, or people are going to bother me very, very distinctly. Uh, like, I'm going to be noticing all day. Things will not just be rolling off my back. And I really was trying to like just ignore it. Like, I was in there dusting foundation testers, I'm a pretty little princess. I'm a pretty little princess. I'm the perfect girl. I'm the perfect girl. I'm the perfect girl. Like, trying to do affirmations to calm myself the fuck down. Like, to distract my brain from something, or to distract my brain from the fact that like I'm getting looked at fucking crazy for no reason. Because really, they're not. They're not even really out. Like, if we're being like, and on top of that, this dress goes to the floor. I'm dressed like a nun. I'm dressed like a prostitute that used to be a nun. Or wait, flip that. You know what I mean? Either way, I don't deserve this. Like, mm, really? Look, and then on top of that, do people just think that like other human beings can't fucking hear them? I swear to God, again, Jesus, do not let me hit a certain age and think nobody can fucking hear me. Because the amount of people I've heard walk by my counter and like I've either heard entire conversations or like, oh, like, her tattoos. Wow, they're just out like that. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Is she really dressed like that? She's at work. I don't know if y'all know MAC Cosmetics dress code, but like, don't make me take this damn. I'll take the cardigan off. I'm being nice, actually. I'm trying to save your marriage, okay? But shit, whatever. If you want to fight in a vehicle with some guy, go ahead. Fight in a vehicle with some goddamn guy.
I think it's really crazy when you start reflecting on your past and you start remembering certain things that were said to you as a young woman by other women, older women. And I think back, and now I realize that there was so many backhanded things that were said to me by women that were way older than me. And looking, like, to my young girls that are watching, I just hope you know that that comes with the territory. You shouldn't be ashamed of being beautiful. You shouldn't be ashamed of being skinny. You shouldn't be ashamed of having beautiful hair. Whatever it is, people are going to just want to attack you for that, for just because they've never been you, and they'll never be you. And I hate to say it like that, but that's the truth, because they will go out of their way to try to knock you down. They will go out of their way to try to make you feel small. But you got to keep standing up straight, and don't feel ashamed of being beautiful, okay? God blessed you in this life. You might as well work it for everything it's got, okay? These women are crazy. And the crazy thing is, when you get older, the men start acting like this to you, and the men will start hating you for being beautiful. So learn early on. Keep shining on them. Keep shining on them.
You know, this whole discourse that was going on about the older women in younger women's spaces, I think, first of all, I think that whole idea was just clickbait and rage bait to get people going. But I think the real issue that people were worried about is older women and younger women linking up, and older women communicating to younger women what it's really like being a wife and a mother. Because a lot of these older women in their 40s and 50s who are out and about, living lives, being independent, traveling, going out with friends, a lot of them either have been married and they're divorced, or maybe they were always like child free, or maybe they've raised their children and now they're feeling like, this is my time. And because they're coming into those spaces that are supposed to be allegedly reserved for young women, they're talking to them and they're sharing their real life experiences of what being a wife and a mother is. For a lot of us older women, especially Gen X, I'm 52, we were fed this idea that being a wife and a mother is what we should aspire to. It is what is going to give us real contentment in life. We are going to be have a good, wonderful husband who's going to take care of us. We're going to be protected. We're going to be safe. And we're going to be content and happy because we're in roles that we were destined to be in. But for a lot of us, it didn't work out that way at all. We weren't given the true and accurate picture of what this life was going to be like, definitely not from our mothers or from society. So we did the right thing. We got married, we had children, but we haven't found that contentment, that safety, protection, the stability that we thought we were going to get. And a lot of older women are just rethinking this whole thing and saying, well, this is a bunch of BS. And they're telling it and communicating it to young women. And young women are a lot different now. They're getting that information. They're not being fed these messages that they're destined to be a wife or a mother, or this is how a woman completes herself, or this is what she should aspire to. They're aspiring to other things, educating themselves, traveling, maybe not deciding that they want to have children or get married. And that idea is a dangerous idea, because when you think about how much wives, mothers, especially stay-at-home moms too, how women being in that place is like essential for this society to run almost. It's definitely essential for men to be able to do whatever they want to do. So I think that's what they're really worried about. It's not about, older ladies are going to the club or you're wearing short. It's more so that you're linking and connecting to young women and talking to young women honestly. That's what they're scared of.
If you're a pretty girl entering the workforce, it's so important to nerve yourself, put your hair up, put less makeup on. That's very plain and basic, so you don't get targeted by older women in the workforce.
There was a rumour going around at my secondary school that I'd had a rib removed because my waist was so teeny tiny. Babe, don't lean on that. Darling, don't lean on it, okay? You're going to break it. Alright? Are you ready to see my new bathroom? This is it. Isn't it gorgeous? It's lovely in
so
its
nice.
place. Look,
I love it.
Look. Quality. You know, when you were born, you were so large in the bones. Nothing you can do about that. The doctors could barely get you out. They cried with me. Poor little woman giving birth to that monstrosity. Stace. Quality. That big, ugly baby.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. We're just saving at the moment so we can get our bathroom done.
Peasants. Out! Get out!
Sorry.
Don't do that again. Touch anything.
Okay, sorry.
So Stace, I've been talking to one of my mates. You can get that Mount Jaro.
It's for people with diabetes.
Yeah, I know, but they don't need it. Do you want me to get some
I need it. I feel quite good at the moment. I've been going to the gym, I've been working out. I feel like I'm just doing it the natural way. I think it's working. I've lost 3 pounds.
It's not working. Can you do this?
But yeah, I think I could probably do that one.
No one likes a liar. Liar. This will help you with your wrinkles, doll. Quality.
How much is that?
You can't afford it. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone, because I'm the only one who's gonna be honest, and you look a fucking state. People are talking, okay? They used to say, oh, you look like sisters. The other day I went into the butcher's and he said, oh, your mum come in the other day. Nanny Maureen's been dead since 2003, sweetheart, it was you.
That's just a really weird thing for him to say. He's known me since I was about 12.
That's how different you look. I look the same as I did when I was 12.
Yeah, I should start getting like Botox or something.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hygiene. I've done my best. I've done my best with you. Fuck knows what happened. Yeah? Why are you following me? You look like your dad. And he's dead. When he's dead. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sick. I'm embarrassed.
Excited for the wedding. My dress has come back. Everything fits. Finally, I've got my hairstyle down, everything. I'm just really, really excited. It's going to be such a good day.
Easy to get a man to ask you to marry him, okay? That's the easy part. All right, he wants you around, he wants you cooking, cleaning and whatever. Keeping them is another thing, okay? Dare I say it, darling, you've lost your looks already. It's already fading. You're over 25. Happens to the best of us. Not all of us, but it happens to some of us, okay? Just... It's weird, darling, and I don't want any part of it.
What, like my hen do?
All of it.
What, like my wedding? What are you saying?
You said it. You've said it now, okay? Don't back down on your words. I'm uninvited, am I?
I didn't say you were uninvited.
You're uninviting me to your wedding. You're uninviting me to my own daughter's wedding.
No, you've just said that. I want you to come. I want you to be a
I
part
knew
of
you were
it.
going to do this. I knew you were going to make your wedding all about you. And that's fine, but I won't be there. I won't be there.
Mum, please. You know Darren's supposed to be walking me down the aisle. Don't do that.
Okay, yeah, I suppose that's why you've uninvited me then, isn't it? To get Darren on his own, finally. Bit of skin-to-skin contact when he walks you down the aisle.
My dad died. I have no one else to walk me down the aisle.
Karma, that man was the devil incarnate. And you are just like him. Oh, Stace, don't be dramatic.
No, because you literally, I hate to say this, but you ruined every big day for me, literally since I was like 10.
I don't think I've been that successful. Darling, we were going to tell you, but the cruise we've booked is on the wedding, and also Darren's got gout, so he can't walk anywhere.
What, so Michael's not coming? My niece and nephew aren't coming?
No, they don't want to.
You're my family. I literally have no other family.
I know, but you can't pick your family, unfortunately, and if we were going to pick, we probably wouldn't have picked you, and that's just the truth, darling.
Really awful thing to say.
Awful or just fucking truthful, you know? Anyway, I think you should leave now. I think we've said all we have to say here. Okay. I'm going to go and call Michael now and see how he is. Hello, mummy's little darling. How are you? I've got some good news, yeah. I've just let her know that we're not coming. She's taking it fine, yeah. Little bit of dramatics, but, you know, nothing we wouldn't expect from our Stace.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Nothing!
So I was thinking, in terms of like how we're gonna travel.
Darren loves it when I do the BB for him. Joking, darling. Joking. Quality. Buy quality once. Peasant. See what I'm doing here? Quality. Can you do that, Stay? Talks, darling. Take it from your mum. I'm just trying to
So not a lot of people are going to tell you about this, but be careful about that jealous older female coworker. And I'm going to tell you why. She's the type who always belittles your work, undermines you, and honestly gives off a lot of mean girl energy. She does this because she comes from a place years ago where women didn't have the same opportunities in corporate America like they do right now. Like decades ago, the fact that women were even working in corporate America was such a new thing that I feel like society just didn't know what to do. Like there were barely any role models, not a lot of senior female leaders, and honestly, a lot of women were just pitted against each other because there was a lack of resources, and most men were just like, well, you're not going to be working once you're pregnant anyway, so there's no reason to invest in you. So I feel like a lot of these like jealous older women, what they do is like they take the trauma from their past experiences and they inflict it on the younger women. And this is because of jealousy. They're simply just jealous that we have more opportunities these days. The internet has just opened up so many possibilities. And the other thing too is like, if we don't know something, we're just gonna look it up because we were raised on our iPhones and our tablets. We don't need to go to anyone because we've got the critical thinking skills to do it ourselves. So if you're ever feeling down about that jealous female coworker, just know you're not alone. People hurt other people, and you are so much better than that.
The majority of older Black women bitter. Why are you bitter? Why are you mad? You had your time, your days to live your life. You've had your time. Why don't you take the old energy that you have, the rest of the energy that's left in your body, to beautify yourself, your spirit, and your soul instead of being hateful and bitter towards younger women, beautiful young women. Instead, you would take that bitterness and transmute that energy into negativity, and it's seeping through your pores. I can smell it through your skin. We can see it on your face. You speak it, it's eking through your mouth. When you smile, we can read exactly what you're feeling in the inside. You're feeling very insecure, bitter, and unfulfilled within yourself. And you're projecting those negative feelings of yourself into the younger, beautiful women because you have not accomplished the goals, the lives, the things that you've wanted to. And you see other beautiful younger women having those opportunities and goals and accomplishing things, and it makes you feel inferior with your decrepitness, because when you're bitter, we can smell it on you. You walk with it, you talk with it, you eat with it, you reek of bitterness and insecurity, and it's not healthy or cute.
I had no idea so many other women grew up with jealous, competitive mothers, abusive mothers like this, until I started opening up about it. It's a real thing. A lot of women are jealous of their own daughters. I'll never understand it. I've been past that, but I lived it. And, you know, nobody really talks about that. You know, I know I'll never see my mother again in life. And I told her the time she attacked me. I turned around and looked at her before I got my car. I said, this is the last time you will ever see me alive. You will never have the chance to attack me again, to ever do this to me again. Because I got tricked. I was going down there. I was going to stay at a hotel for the weekend. I had something to do. And my baby niece, the one who passed away, said, please, I'm staying at grandmom's. Please stay with us. She misses you. I wasn't talking to her back then for a long time. She's like, please, she's changed. She's not going to flip out on you. She flips out on everybody. She's flip out on my niece. Everybody. I'm like, no. She's like, please, please, I want to spend time with you. I love you. You know, so I went over there and stayed for the weekend. Biggest mistake of my life, because she couldn't wait. It was brewing in her to come at me. She's so jealous of me. I had a Benz at the time, all this stuff. She was so sickeningly jealous. Just literally just couldn't wait. So as soon as she started talking shit for no reason, I was brushing my teeth and I just went like this because I had a toothbrush in my mouth. She said, "Who the are you putting your finger up at?" I said, "Here we go. I have a toothbrush in my mouth. This is how sick she is." I just literally started throwing my stuff in my bag and got the hell out of there because I knew what was coming. She just couldn't wait to explode and light me up with her mouth. I mean, the most disgusting things you could say to anybody. She followed me all the way to the door of my car, and that's when I told her, "Enjoy this because you will never see me alive ever again." And I meant it. And then, you know what I can't stand with people? "Oh, you must forgive. Forgive for you." Fuck that. I don't gotta forgive. No human deserves what I went through. My sister went through. My sister's dead because of her. She didn't even show up to my sister's funeral. And I stood up at my sister's casket and I said, this is the final slap in the face to my sister that my mother is not even here to pay her last respects. My brother, nobody wanted her there. But he unalived himself, and mostly the things we talked about was him having nightmares about my mother. It was that traumatic and it was that deep that they couldn't get over it. Thank God she left me when I was 12, or I would have been fucked up even more. It was a blessing that she left, but I'm going to talk about more of this on the YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is just, it's a lot. It's on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube.
I would feel her heat, the heat off her skin. Like she would see me and boil.
Kelly hated me so much. Kelly was a middle-aged woman that looked like an older woman at my old job. And her hatred for me was so visceral. I think that I probably aged her an extra decade, even though I probably only worked with her on my immediate team for like 10 months. Once I walked in, I could see the anger on her face. She just didn't like my existence. And I never did anything to her. I was very polite. I was polite to everyone. I think that was the issue. She didn't understand why or how I learned to be polite, why or how I learned to be professional, why or how I was always prepared for work. It just threw off her whole narrative or her whole idea of what a young Black professional woman is, or maybe just a young Black person altogether. She would make passive aggressive comments about my vocabulary, my interests, what she believed people my age or my race was into. She made very inappropriate comments that honestly I could have reported to HR and she could have gotten some sort of warning or reprimand. The irony is that she reported me to HR quite a few times because she said that my outfits weren't appropriate for work. I dress conservatively everywhere I go. There's never been an instance where I'm never dressed professionally or appropriately for work. If I wasn't, my supervisor or other people would have told me. It got back to me from her arch nemesis, a woman that she worked with that's the same age, that didn't like her but loved me, and she was temporarily on my team as well, or the team that I had with Kelly as well. She said that Kelly is just pissed and threatened because she's badly built and she's not young and nobody wants or fiends for her attention. She said that she's threatened because she doesn't understand how the dynamics, the social dynamics of the workplace has changed, because she used to be the prize in these spaces and she isn't anymore. And not only is she not anymore, young women that looked like her aren't anymore.
Guys, I genuinely don't understand why older women make like rude remarks towards young girls. Like, it's happened to me several times this summer and I just genuinely don't understand the reasoning behind it. And it's mostly older women who are like in their late 30s, early 40s. Like today, I was just walking past a group of 8 people, they were couples, and I heard these women talking about me, saying things like, oh, like, what is this world becoming, and like some other really like mean things. And it's just like, I'm generally only wearing a skirt and a top. Like, I don't understand where this need to put like other women down is coming from, because I'm just trying to live my life. I'm not bothering you, you're not bothering me. So like, I don't understand why they feel the need to do this. Can someone explain it to me? Because I genuinely don't understand.
So there's this topic that I've been meaning to talk about, and it's about older women who are obsessed with younger women. Also story time. Have any of you ever noticed like a woman who is always trying to be like a younger woman, a younger female, or going out her way to be around a younger crowd. There's nothing wrong with having younger friends here and there because sometimes it just happens. But do you ever notice like a younger woman trying to put herself, you ever notice like an older woman desperately trying to put herself in that space? So does anyone remember someone named Medina that was on Growing Up Hip Hop? She was on Growing Up Hip Hop New York. By the way, the reason why Growing Up Hip Hop New York was canceled or whatever is because it became very dangerous because of her, because they wanted her head. After she started hating on Charlie Baltimore's daughter and inserting herself in the younger people's business. Now, I didn't know who this woman was until I met her in person. Even when I saw her in person, I didn't know who she was. See, she's a much older woman. I think she's in her 50s, but she lies about being in her 40s. And the minute she saw me, she started some shit with me. And then when I wanted to fight, she started to run. I even wrote her son saying that I needed that. And she was running. By the way, Medina, if you see this, I'm still going to punch you dead in your face if I ever see you. Now let's get to story time about how older women are just obsessed sometimes with younger women. When I was 11 years old in the 6th grade, there was this girl in the 8th grade who was much older than me. She was 14 and I was 11. Now, of course, that's 3-4 years apart. Only 3-4 years apart. Yeah, it's only 3-4 years apart if you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or whatever. But there's a reason why a 14-year-old should not be in a relationship with an 11-year-old, right? So the same reason why a 14-year-old should not be in a relationship with an 11-year-old is the same reason why a 14-year-old girl should not be intrigued with an 11-year-old girl. And I'm not even speaking sexually wise because that's not what it was. So this was me right here when I was 11 years old in the 6th grade in the pink. Nothing to look at. I was nothing to look at. The complexion and the hair. That's what some people would think makes someone pretty, but here's my proof of what I looked like, right? So anyway, there was this older girl in the 8th grade. We had the same lunch period for some reason, and every time she saw me, she would stare at me like this. Like a deep stare. One day I was bored in my room and I pierced my own ear, like up here. And I pierced it with the only earring I had at the time, which was a little hoop earring. I come to school with the hoop earring and I'm in class and she's staring at me again and she goes, "Come here." I go over there. I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "That earring is too big for that. Take it out," or whatever. I don't remember if I took it out or not, but I was just like, okay, whatever. Another time, there was this really popular boy in our middle school. He was American Jamaican, like he was Jamaican, but he spoke like perfect English with no accent. One day he runs by me in the hallway and he like grabs my hair, but I didn't even feel like he thought I was cute or had a little crush. I think he just saw a long ponytail hanging and just was like, oh. I don't even remember her being in the hallway that day. I think she heard about it or something. And I remember she walked past me in the hallway and did something like that, like act like she was gonna hit me with her elbow. Then she comes up to me another time and she's like, "Don't talk. I saw such and such touch your hair. Don't talk to him because he has a lot of girlfriends and this and that or whatever," right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. But I guess that was her way of trying to get close. But again, like, this girl was 14, already sexually active. She looked like she was 25. I'm a little girl. Why are you intrigued with me? After that, she would always like find a way to talk to me. I was in her brother's grade. Let's say if she was like waiting for her brother or something, all these kids would come out and she would just see me and she'd be like, "Naomi." And she always had to like make it a point that I was younger than her. Like, "Oh, you know, you're young. So if I'm so young and I'm a little girl, why are you so intrigued with me?" Then another time I was going to put in a job application for some job and I was going to every store and she just happened to work there. She was like working the door or something. And after I put in the application and I was ready to walk out, she's like, "Oh, come here, let me talk to you." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You don't want to work here. They do this, and that." Like, she just always has some negative shit to say to me, like not to do this or not to do that. By the way, this is like going into like my teenage years and my adulthood. So then one time I had her on, I guess, Facebook, and just like everybody else states their opinions on social media, I did. And one day I just posted a status saying I didn't think it was I said I didn't think it was flattering to see a woman with like a tattoo on her hand. By the way, guys, again, this is years later, so I'm not even seeing her like that anymore. Like, it's been years since I've seen her. She comments like, "Oh, I have a tattoo." I'm like, when did you get a tattoo on your hand? She sends me a picture. She has a tattoo on her wrist that you could just hide with a watch or a sleeve. So I'm like, well, this doesn't pertain to you. And then she sent me her number like, "Oh, you need to call me. You need to talk." Now that I'm older, I just realized that she did all of that because she doesn't have any contact with me anymore whatsoever. And she just needed something to complain about to like argue with me. Oh yeah, and then prior to that, I was dating this boxer. I'm not going to say who it was. I know it wasn't Mayweather. And I ran into her at a baby shower and she was like, "Is he lightweight or feather?" But he was kind of famous. So I'm like, "How you don't know?" And it was like she was just trying to see. Anyway, this girl has always been like a little bit older than me and just intrigued with me. Then I knew this other woman. She was Jamaican. She was dark skinned. She was cockeyed, but you wouldn't know she was cockeyed until you talked to her, and then you like saw like this eye was bigger than that one, and this one wondered. She was 38 at the time. I was like 21. Me and her daughter were like almost the same age. I think her daughter was a little bit. Yeah, I think me and her daughter was the same age. And she would copy everything I did. If a day went by and she didn't see me, she'll ask everybody like, "Where's Naomi? Where's Naomi?" I used to have my wrist pierced. She went and got her wrist pierced. She always was trying to she was always trying to indirectly tell me that she was envious of me or something, because one day me and this girl around my same age group was talking about how like, we was talking about it in front of her, how older women sometimes get on our nerves and they try to do what we do. She comes out of nowhere like, "Hasn't it dawned on y'all that maybe they didn't have the life that y'all have, so they may be a little jealous of it and they're trying to catch up now?" I feel like she was talking about herself. She told me that she had a baby at 15 when she was in Jamaica, and her baby father got her to America, and I think she had the baby on purpose so she could be able to come to America or something, and regretted it. And I think she's trying to say like, so now she's looking up to me and other young girls on how to live her life, being that she didn't have that before. Oh yeah, this same woman, she tried to talk to my boyfriend that I was with at the time, and he came back and told me. And she wasn't even like the type of 38-year-old that looked young. She was 38, but she looked 48. She was always getting mistaken for being in her late 40s. She had a nice body, but she wasn't pretty in the face or anything. She tried to talk to my boyfriend because he was my boyfriend, and he literally came back and told me like seconds later. He was like, you know that older lady came up to me, and I'm like, really? Then there was another girl who was younger than me, who she was trying to be like, and she tried to talk to her boyfriend too. And everybody's boyfriend is going back and telling their girlfriends. And she didn't understand how crazy she looked. And then just in general, there's always like an older woman looking up to a younger girl for the lifestyle. Like, it just is like kind of pathetic. And I understand sometimes there's older women who want to be like any female that seems successful and is beautiful and has nice clothes. But then there's women who literally prey on younger girls. And are envious of them and try to take their life. Like, you're a witch. Like, that shit is like come on now.
Y'all, we be quick to talk about the weird boy moms. Let's talk about the weird girl moms. I don't care what nobody say. If you mad because your gender reveal come out and it's a girl, that shit is weird. Because why y'all hoes don't be wanting to have daughters? Gee, I don't care what nobody got to say. Women be jealous of their kids nowadays. And then calling your child anything but their name is not cute at all. I rarely see girls on here bragging about how their mama be boosting up their confidence, how much their mama love them, how much their mama take them out, how much their mama spend time with them, how much their mama actually just tell them that they pretty, you know? The bare minimum, or tell them that they love them. Y'all talk about weird boy moms, let's talk about weird girl moms. Sometimes your parents can be your biggest bullies, G. I done seen girls get bullied by their mamas. Your mama be your first bully growing up. I can't relate to that. My mama was good. But I'm just saying, I've been seeing it around. Like, a lot of y'all parents be jealous of y'all. Don't even tell y'all beautiful. That's why y'all be so happy to hear that from men, because y'all parents don't even tell y'all that shit. Y'all mama supposed to be the type of, "Oh, she jealous of you," ass mama, instead of, "Oh, you ain't even all that." You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all mama supposed to be boosting y'all confidence, not taking that shit away from y'all, because y'all confidence already high.
Like,
something I've noticed about being chronically online is that women hate other women. Like, on a large fucking scale. Because every video I see of, like, a woman doing something, there's always other women in the comments just being insufferable. And it's like, we always complain about how men put on, like, men give us these insecurities, yada yada. And that's also, like, a large part of it, but I'm talking about specifically women. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Anyway, yeah. I think women should stop being haters and stop being so judgmental against literally everybody. And I don't know, I feel like it shows that everyone is miserable, and anybody who's doing something good or living authentically as themselves, y'all hate that. Y'all hate it.
Hey y'all, it's Dr. B, and I'm back. And I am back with more ways to know an older lady likes you if you're a younger woman. Now, I always like to give a disclaimer about older women. If you are a young, new lesbian or a new woman on an adventure trying to navigate older women, please understand this. Most of the time, even if an older woman does like you, they play a lot of games. And they play these games to see if you can withstand what they really about. So when they're playing the games, you make sure that you stand strong, you stay serious, and you stand on business. She'll like you if you do that. Okay, anyway, get into those signs. Sign 1, that an older woman may like you. Every little thing that you do starts to annoy her. Now, wait a minute, hear me out. When I say that, I mean any type of interaction that you have with anybody outside of her, anytime you're having a good time that she's not a part of, it's a problem. They are very much what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine, and you are mine. So if you notice anytime you're having a good time and she's not a part of it and she got the little sourpuss face on, that lady likes you. Sign 2, that an older woman may like you if you're a younger woman. She starts to give you advice that you didn't even ask for. She's constantly checking in on you. She wants to make sure that you're making the right decisions. She always has a lot to say about whatever you got going on. Most likely it's because she really cares about you. And she probably likes you a little bit, friend. And my last sign, that an older woman may like you if you are another woman. She starts to become very touchy-feely. Every time you're around her, she's rubbing your back, rubbing your neck, fixing your clothes, rubbing your face. There's no question. She probably likes you. Now, some of these signs can be also that she sees you as a daughter. But the first sign and the last sign to me, because depending on how the first one, I don't understand why she would be upset. If she was like motherly to you, she should want to see you having a good time. So that's a surefire sign that she likes you. But the last sign, if she's rubbing your back and rubbing the back of your neck and rubbing your face, depending on how she's touching you, she probably like you, friend. Love y'all. Bye.
There are a lot of mothers that are jealous and codependent in regards to their daughters, and what they will do is they will neglect their daughter's beauty in order to stifle her dating experience with men. A lot of daughters don't realize this, but there are a lot of mothers that wanted you all to purposely be ugly because they did not want you to date anybody. Those ugly haircuts that your mother forced you to get, cutting your hair, saying that your hair was unruly, unmanageable, you didn't know how to style your own hair, you didn't know how to work with your own hair. For a lot of mothers, not all of them, but for a lot of mothers that are jealous of their daughters, that is an attempt to neglect their daughter's beauty so that way you cannot attain beauty to be able to have a dating experience, have men be attracted to you. A lot of mothers see their daughters dating as a threat. They see it as a threat to their self-esteem because growing up, they may have not had a great dating experience or they had been rejected repeatedly. For the codependent mothers, they don't want their daughters to date at all because they realize that if their daughter dates, who is she going to have there to emotionally dump on? Who is she going to have there to take her frustrations out on? And because of this, some women really will go out seeking a dating experience just to avoid their mother, just to get away from their mother. Mothers also will neglect their daughter's hygiene. They literally will not teach their daughter how to wipe, how to clean their private parts, how often they should be showering and bathing and things like that. A lot of mothers will purposely neglect this
with their daughters to stifle their ability to be able to attract somebody and have a dating experience. Also, dressing you, especially when you're in high school. I'm not saying that you should be allowed to just wear whatever you want, but I've also always felt as though mothers that want their daughters to dress like super, super, super conservative and like it's outside of something that is like a religious requirement. For a lot of the time, I feel as though that also is an attempt to stifle the daughter's beauty because she has no self-expression, she has no individualism, and there's a lot of shaming that goes along in the tactic of policing how women are supposed to dress, because a lot of it is, you know, a lot of it puts the onus on women and young girls that you have to dress a certain way to be able to attain respect from men. But also feeling like you don't have any self-expression with how you are dressing and expressing yourself, and this has to be the only way that you can dress. So you literally will have women that are 35, 40 years old and they don't have any sense of style. They don't have any way to dress themselves outside of what their mother had pretty much taught them, which was just plain Jane, boring, normal. And then the backhand compliments when you actually do have a nice appearance, when your hair is nice, when your makeup is nice, when your outfit is nice. The backhanded comments, so that way that can deter you from wanting to up your beauty in the future. A lot of mothers steal the essence of beauty from their daughters because the mother wants to cheat their daughter out of a dating experience because they're jealous, or they realize that if her daughter is with a man or with someone, that's going to take away from the advantages that she's going to get from her daughter being around. A mother should want you to be your most beautiful. A mother should be teaching you hygiene. A mother should be giving you the freedom to be able to have your own sense of style and to be able to dress accordingly to that, as long as it is age appropriate. There are so many women that are in their 30s, in their 40s, and they have no idea how to beautify themselves because their mother purposely neglected it just simply because she didn't want her daughter to get ahead in dating or get ahead with networking to build her self-esteem and to make her feel more confident.
I'ma just say this. You will be very surprised of how many older women at your job that don't like you. And I mean, just think about it. You are in your early 30s, and a lot of these women that's like in their late 50s and late 60s, they are so unhappy with their lives. They either went through a divorce, they living with their parents, they ain't got no man in their life. Some of them don't even have kids, so they don't have no one to go home to. A lot of these older women are in secret competition with you. You're young, you're successful, you're in good health, you're in good shape. And some of these older women at your job, they despise that. Why you think you catch them staring at you and rolling their eyes? All you gotta do is catch them staring at you. And if you get an evil ass look, that should tell you something. A lot of older women that you work with are miserable. That's why they look at you like they hate you. They give you this look like ew. And I mean, don't get me wrong, because a lot of them do keep it cordial. They might come to work and speak to you and laugh with you, but deep down inside, they secretly are jealous of you because you're young. They done missed out in their younger years, so now they hating on you. I'm just saying, watch out for them.
I wish I was joking, but this is a real sit-down conversation that I had with my manager.
Jordan, I'm gonna need you to clock on and then come in the back. We're gonna have a chat.
Okay.
Oh my god, what's going on?
I have no idea. Hey, Linda, you wanted to talk?
Why don't you have a seat?
Okay, what's up?
So how are you and Brad doing?
Good, I guess?
Are you aware of our phone policy?
Phone policy?
Well, let me rephrase that. You know that we're not supposed to have our phones out while we're on the floor and working, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So why do you think it's okay to text Brad while he's at work?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I noticed Brad 3 different times yesterday was smiling and texting on his phone while he was on the floor, okay? And that's not allowed.
Okay, isn't that maybe a conversation to have with him?
No, because I know you're the one who's trying to text him and you're distracting him from working, and I can't have that.
I mean, I can't control if he texts me back while he's on the floor. That's maybe a conversation you should have with him, but there's also no proof that it was me texting him. What time was this even happening yesterday?
Oh, don't even act like you don't know that you have a hold over him. I know it was you texting him, and I do not want to see him go down this path of not prioritizing his job and prioritizing a relationship.
Okay, if you want to talk to Brad about the amount of time that he's on his phone at work, I think that's a conversation that you should have with him and not with me.
I don't want you texting him while he's on the clock. Are we clear?
Mom, what are your thoughts on mothers who are jealous of their daughters?
To be honest with you, I could never imagine a mother being jealous of their daughters.
Why?
Because it's for me it's impossible. I'm not jealous of you. I love you. A mother should love their daughters.
Yeah, I know you
A
love
mother
me.
should support their daughters.
Yeah. I think
I can never imagine a mother being jealous of their daughters. That's something that I can picture happening.
I think mothers who are jealous of their daughters have unaddressed personal disappointments or unrealized dreams. And if a daughter is pursuing a dream that the mother abandoned, it could trigger envy. I feel like mothers see their daughters as a symbol of their own unfulfilled potential.
I don't think so. Because if your daughter is fulfilling something that you never fulfill, you should be happy.
Yeah, that's
you
so
should
true.
see yourself on that. You shouldn't be jealous of your. I'm sorry, but that's a topic that always is on social media, and I'm so sorry that there are daughters that think that their mothers are jealous of them.
But it happens.
I wish they see another face of their mothers and not think they're jealous of them, because for me, I could never imagine a mother being jealous of their daughters.
Okay, y'all, listen. Hold up. I'm scrolling through social media and I see this young lady. I don't know how old this clip was, but I still decided I wanted to go on the search bar and look at older women trying to compete with younger women. So y'all, please, at some point in time, do that. And then come back and have a conversation with me in this video. She's saying that the older women are competing with the younger women for their men, for their careers. We've wasted our life. We've made too many mistakes that we can't fix, and how we're not aging well. Now, I don't know what the women look like in her family, but I could tell you, the way us older women taking care of ourselves this day and age, you gonna hope you can look like us. You gonna hope you could run circles around a younger generation like we could run them around y'all right now. Ain't nobody trying to get nobody's man, beat you in the club, wear clothes that will be more provocative to men, that isn't age appropriate for us trying to pull something that you trying to pull. All of the men that's half our age, or if not older, are just going to the younger women because they ain't got to do much. They want to know not to approach us, baby, because we move with substance. We move with grace. And we not playing the games that y'all willing to play just to get a couple of dollars. So when you sitting up there saying that older women are competing with younger women, I don't know what planet you live on. I ain't seen them women. I see us older women living our life, traveling with our friends, enjoying our significant others, climbing in our careers, helping raise our grandchildren. Like, we live in. Trust me, we are not competing with you. At this big old age, our only competition is ourselves. So yeah, that's wild that they actually think that they something to compete with. That's a joke.
There are some people, their mothers are jealous of their daughters.
You know what? It is true. I know of a family, the mother came and got pregnant for the son-in-law.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm not kidding.
Whoa.
And she was so bold to tell that daughter, I'm just trying to keep your husband close to you, because he would have gone outside to meet other women. So him sleeping with me is better for, so this mental illness is real.
Wait. What have you have really seen some things this life.
I'm not in my 60s for nothing.
All right, let's talk. Why are older women so mean to younger women? Why are y'all going around bashing, making us feel bad, just horrible? Anyways, part one, I'm going to make series of this because this is good, y'all. Y'all are going to have to follow for this. Anyways, so I worked at this restaurant when I was 21 years old. It was a new location they were opening, and they were bringing a bunch of people from an old location that was ancient and had been there for many, many years. Anyways, that's where all these ladies work, and I want to say these ladies were over 40 years old or close. Mind you, I was about 21 years old. So I get hired, and I start working, and immediately that place turns toxic. Now, let me tell you, I didn't know it was toxic because I just came out of a toxic relationship. So I'm so used to all these traits. I have no idea what any of this means. And basically it starts like, I would wear earrings. Like they would make fun of the way I dress. They would make fun of the way I would make my hair. They would comment on my shoes. So I remember that one time I was wearing little pearl earrings with like a little pearl necklace. And one of the older ladies comes up to me and she's like, you're too much. You need to take those off. It just does not look good on you. And what did I do? Honey, I immediately took them off. I took them off. I took my earrings off. I took my necklace off, and I felt so horrible for the rest of the day. I cried myself. I was so upset that she had came over here, and it just added more to my body dysmorphia, to my self-esteem. And it was just so awful. And I just don't get it why older women are so freaking mean to younger women. You're supposed to be encouraging and teaching and be you don't want to be a motherly figure? Well, be a sister figure. You don't have to, you know what? You don't have to be a figure. Screw it. Don't be a figure. Just don't be freaking mean. And anyways, that was one of many instances. I'm going to make another video about this because y'all, I've got so many stories about this restaurant. Lord, if I can tell y'all just going to have to follow, because another one I'm going to say about how I met my husband for all you nosy people out there. And then I'm going to say how the restaurant owner there was weird, y'all. I mean, super weird. And Ari, that was 10 years later. So now I can say whatever I want, whenever I want, because I don't care.
Why are you wearing a tank top in front of my boyfriend, you little tramp?
Mom, what? It's 80 degrees outside, and I didn't even know he was coming over today.
Are you calling me stupid? You really think you could fool your own mother, huh? You want to walk around showing all that skin, but then you're going to have the nerve to complain when he can't keep his eyes off you, right? As if you're not the one who's purposely tempting him.
I'm a teenager. If he's looking at me in that way, that's not my fault whatsoever.
It is 100% your fault. And guess what, little girl? If my boyfriend ends up cheating on me with you, you're going to get kicked out of my house. You'll be living on the streets. So take that as a final warning, asshole.
What? I haven't even finished high school yet. I don't know how to survive on my own.
That's too bad, isn't it? Because you're going to have to to learn how to. If you want to act like you're grown and dress like you're grown, I'm gonna treat you like it, you homewrecker.
Sorry for whatever I did to upset you. I'll go put on a sweater right now.
It's not like you have anything to cover up with that underdeveloped little body of yours, but yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel like older women only hate young women when they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they were young. Because I can't wait to be 40, 50, and 60, be dressed in Chanel, drunk all day. Because y'all know when you're 60 years old, they don't have nothing to do. All they do is go to nice lunches. The men too. Go to nice lunches, dress up in their nice wardrobe, and be out with their friends and just living life. Like, I can't wait to get to that stage in life. Kids be grown. Like, literally, like, I used to date this man that was 61 years old. He started drinking at noon. He would call me like, babe, you want to go to Nobu? Baby, it's noon on a Tuesday. He talking about, so what? Let's go. Tab, we run up a $500-$600 tab. Like, y'all, like, I cannot wait to be old. Like, I feel like people hate young women. Older women hate young women when they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And they took these years and they played and played and played and played and was with all these dusties. But the older women that really invested in their career, did what they needed to do, didn't let no man really, they didn't make no man their entire identity. Oh, baby, them women is living. They on boats, they on yachts, they wearing Chanel from head to toe, they looking good, feeling good, and doing a big one. Like, I don't know. I can't wait to get that age.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Older women be hating on younger women. They be hitting this one on their ass when they see them. You see that older woman? Look.
I wish I was making this story up.
Oh, hey, girl.
Oh, hey, Jessie. How are you?
I'm good, but dude, I need to know. Is it true?
Is what true?
Is it true that you and Brad are, seeing each other now?
Oh my god. We just went on one date. I don't really know how I feel. It's kind of weird. We're, coworkers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
What are we
cute,
talking
though.
about? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing. I was just back here grabbing some dishes, but I'll let you clock in, Jordan.
Hi, Linda. Excuse me. Sorry, I just gotta clock in.
So, what is this that I was hearing about you and Brad?
Oh, nothing.
Well, I've worked here with Brad for 5 years, and I just want to say that I don't think it's gonna last.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you clock on and go take over on window?
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring. Work is calling you.
Hey, Linda, what's up? Do you need me to come in early?
Hey, Brad, I was actually wondering if you wanted to go get dinner.
Dinner, I'm sorry, I have plans tonight.
With Jordan?
No, it's my friend's birthday.
Okay, well, Brad, I just want to say this as your friend because we've worked together for a really long time, but I really don't think Jordan's good for you.
What are you talking about?
Brad, she's gonna ruin you. And honestly, she's just not a good person. And she's kind of slutty.
Okay, I just think it's a little weird you called me about this.
No, it's just as your friend, I just want to let you know because I would hate to see you hurt.
It was just dinner, but I would appreciate if you wouldn't say things like that about her.
Oh my god, I knew this was gonna happen. She already has her hooks in you so deep. Don't worry, Brad. We'll get through this.
And that was just the beginning of her trying to meddle in my relationship. Guess that's what happens when you date a coworker. I guess that's what happens. And then, your manager gets jealous. What?